This is the time I got robbed. This is absolutely unbelievable. Actively, I seek for experiences that would be good for YouTube, as I should, but nothing has gotten this good. Nothing has been this. Actually, wait, maybe I'm hyping myself up. This story is gonna be the worst story you're ever gonna hear. Oh my! This was literally supposed to be my first day of school vlog.
Today is the first day of classes for me here abroad. I've taken 2 weeks of Italian class only, but today marks the first day of like real classes here, business courses and things like that. My room is always a mess when it's an upload day. Anytime I do edit, I kind of disregard every other thing in my life, especially like my cleanliness. Guess it's time for breakfast. First day of school. I feel like I'm very indifferent about today because I've been taking Italian classes the last 2 weeks. Learning another language is good for the soul. It's good for humanity. I'm going back to taking business classes. I hope to God that they're like helpful. Hopefully when I'm abroad. It changes my perspective on learning. Pencil, pen, laptop. Forget these. I need to come to terms with the fact that this is not a vacation. When I'm having too much fun, like I'm having fun for multiple days, and I'm like not ever getting emo, I get this weird sense of, something bad could possibly happen soon. And the second I say that, boom, something happens. So that makes me wonder, am I just making myself more aware of it? Or am I actually putting something into the world that's not good? So either way, today's gonna be a good day. I'm gonna learn. I should be grateful for that I'm learning. You gotta prime your brain before the day starts.
Right here is when you see the second I realize that my phone is no longer with me. Is that, did I even say that? That's what gets stolen here. You see it in my eyes the second it happens. Obviously, when you have AirPods in, there is Bluetooth, and Bluetooth can only connect within a certain radius. The second I felt the doo-doo, you know, the AirPod sound when it disconnects, I felt that sound emotionally. Doo-doo. My heart sank. Okay, there's like a bench at the train station that I was waiting at to get on that train that I was on in the video. It was our first day of school, so all the people that were with me, you saw like all those girls, all those people, we were all trying to figure out where our classes were. We got room numbers, but we don't know where the room numbers are in our university. It was a shit show, but I could figure it out. Like, let me say that differently. I figured it out. I figured it out how to read like the rooms and the map and like whatever. So I was explaining to everyone how to read this so-called map. We noticed that the train already pulled up, so we were like, oh shit, like we're gonna miss a train because we're like distracted by trying to figure out where our class is. So we run to the train and I left my phone on the bench. Yep. Okay, give me 5 seconds. I know a lot of you guys are gonna say, technically I didn't get robbed because you left it on the bench. And obviously when the train leaves, that's when my AirPods disconnected. We are about 2 stops away from where we were, and I didn't realize that my phone was gone until stop C, right? Like A, B, C, that's how, you get it. So at C, everyone sees me like dart off the train. And that's because I'm like, shit, I'm gonna wrap around and go back because maybe my phone is still there. I've only been gone for literally 3 minutes. It's probably there. I run back, I'm like sprinting. I go to the bench and my shit. My phone isn't there. Oh. I was gone for 2 to 3 minutes. I'm so screwed. I'm gonna miss class. My first day of classes, like, whatever, I will do anything at any cost to find this phone. There's no way I'm gonna find this. It's literally the city of Milan, the second biggest city in Italy. There's no fucking way I'm gonna find it. I don't even know Italian that well. Yada yada. Everyone knows that if you have an iPhone, there's a thing called Find My iPhone. Like Find My, the app that comes with your phone in the case that you lose any of your Apple devices. Good thing on my part, I had 2 fucking phones. I got 2 phones, one from the club. When you go to a foreign country, you have to buy a SIM card so that you're not paying this hefty international plan, right? You can't put in a SIM card unless your phone's paid off. I literally just got this phone, so I just used my old phone that I didn't trade in. So I have 2 phones at all times. So immediately from the old phone, I turn on that this phone is lost. So I track it, and so I see that my phone is on the fucking move, like 20 minutes away. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna go for it. I could potentially get this. It gets off at this station, let's call it station H. I'm following my phone, and I realize like, oh, if they really wanted to, they could just rip the SIM card out. A phone is nothing but a literal piece of metal without a SIM card, right? Oh, that's kind of dude. I was like, oh shit, if they didn't pull the SIM card out, maybe they're like a rookie robber. Maybe they're just some like loser kid. I could have robbed my phone better than that, but I get there. I go up to the train station worker and I'm like, okay, here's the last bit of hope and humanity that I have, that maybe the person that got my phone just returned it at the station that they were getting off at for like work, for school, whatever. I go up to the person, like the metro worker, and I'm like, yo, my phone was taken. And he looks at me and he's like, no inglese. So here I was trying to communicate with this metro worker with my 2 weeks of Italian that I've ever learned. My phone wasn't even with the guy. And I get a text from my friends that are in the class that I was supposed to go to, and they were like,
we told one of the people at our university that your phone got stolen, and they were like, okay, call the cops.
I call the cops while I'm literally running around the city. Oh, this is so fucking funny. I'm gonna have to change my password after posting this video. The phone that got stolen, like I said, is my content creating phone. So the Apple ID that's associated with it, just for organizational purposes, was under my Asian Glow business email, podcast.asianglow. And the woman was like,
Podcast?
And so I was like, bitch, this is past the point. And then she asked for the password. I wish someone was with me, because what I was speaking to the cops, like I was yelling in the middle of the streets. The password to the Asian Glow like email. You guys know me, Irene, and Grace are the hosts of Asian Glow. The whole time they were like, what is your password? What is your password? And I was like, it's Gassy Grace 420. And that was just a joke, because like me and Irene have a running joke that Grace is super gassy. The 420 part was just because 420 is like a funny number. And she's like, Gassy Grass 420? Apparently, she couldn't get the right password. She couldn't figure it out to save her life. She was not spelling it right. She was not doing something. So then these cops start to think he's fake. They actually thought I was faking. He kept saying like, wrong password, wrong password. They hung up on me. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. Long story short, I get to this cafe and I'm like speaking to the person who runs the cafe to say it says my phone is here. I show them the map and they're like, oh wow. He was so nice. The cafe worker really tried to help me out. In general, you can't, if you run a restaurant and a cafe, you can't just go up to a customer and be like, did you steal a phone? So I got it. Like he was like, I can't help you any further. So at this point, I feel really defeated. All of my work is on that phone. I was talking to my study abroad advisor and he was like, you shouldn't do this any further. The last time a kid followed a robber, he got mugged. And then my advisor goes, you're by a really good sandwich place. You should go there. Really bad way to handle this. I text my friend, and at this point, it's been like 2 hours. 2 of them come to me.
My friends met me up because they're like helpful. And my phone was at fucking like 9%. He saved me.
I told them I don't really want to give up on finding my phone. It's been at this cafe for so long. Someone here has it. So I'm gonna wait to see when it moves who got up. I take attendance of who's at this cafe. 3 men in suits, and I was like, okay, could be them. I heard pickpocketers in Italy wear suits to kind of throw people off. There was this other guy who was sitting alone. There was a family, and I was like, probably not them. Two old ladies having like tea and coffee. I was like, probably not them, because my phone was moving super fast while I was tracking it. Students that I was also suspecting, because where I left my phone was a big college area. And so I was just kind of like keeping track of everyone. Another hour goes by and we're like, fuck it. You know, this sandwich place, let's eat sandwiches. Let's eat our sadness away. While we're looking at the menu of this sandwich place, I get an alert that my phone is on the move again. And I'm like, fuck it. We're not getting sandwiches today, guys. My starving friends. It is like 2 p.m. And they were like, hell yeah, we are hunting this down. We follow my phone and it leads us to, I'm not even joking, this set of like bicycle people. It's not a gang, but it was like a group of people with bicycles. And I was like, fuck me. Like, all I had as a weapon was my like black metallic water bottle. My friend had like scissors in his backpack, and they kept staring at us, and I was like, I don't remember any of these guys from the cafe. Shit. Once again, the phone moves to another cafe. Like, what the hell? Like, this robber, you are ugly. You are a piece of shit to society. I was making all these assumptions about this robber. It updated a lot faster after getting that cafe. It goes past the cafe into a African restaurant. And I was like, guys, I don't know where this is anymore. I'm so tired. It's been 3 hours. My advisor said to give up. So if it's not at this African restaurant, we're done for. I don't want to drag you guys any further. I'm being annoying. We walk like back and forth outside the restaurant, kind of peeping in. Like, walk past it once and I was like, bro, I don't see anyone that I recognize. Like, I was like so defeated. We walk back again, and then I swear to God, my friend was like, wait, weren't those the two old ladies at the cafe? I saw the old lady she was looking at, and I literally go, I got fucked up by an old lady. I hated it. It's a restaurant, right? My friend, she goes in, because I was like, okay, you speak to the manager. The manager's a dude. They're like a friendly face. So she's talking to the restaurant manager. I want to beat an old woman, but I want to beat an old woman right now. That's a joke. Legally, that's a joke. She's fucking dead. She was like trying to speak to this guy in Italian. She goes, here's a situation. My friend outside of the restaurant, he's right there. She points to me, and I'm like, his phone got stolen today. And we tracked it down, and it led us to this restaurant. And he was like, okay. And she goes, here's the thing. It's those two old ladies. Bitches. She went like this. And he goes, Key? The guy was like kind of in shock. And like, I could tell that the two old ladies were starting to get a little rattled. I didn't want them to leave the restaurant. I had two friends with me, right? I was like, you stay outside the door, and if they even try to step out, you put your arm in front of the door and you keep them in. I will dart towards these women because this restaurant owner is taking too long. At first, we were like, maybe we shouldn't like just go up to customers at a restaurant. Like, the owner's gonna be pissed. But no, there's no way that it's not with them. They were at the cafe for as long as I was. Now it moved to this restaurant, and now they're at this restaurant.
There's no fucking way that they don't have it.
I was so emotionally charged. I go up to them and I was like, you have my phone. Do I mi telefono? And she goes, Italian? No, Italian. And so I go to the other woman. So you guys have my phone. Like, one of you has my phone. I show them the screen and I was like, it says one of you guys literally give it to me. Like, please. She looks at me and she looks at the restaurant owner and she looks at me, and the restaurant owner, he's like, I was like, Precoto. That's the name of the stop that I was at that it was stolen at. Like, that was the name of the metro station I was at. Precoto. That's where I saw my phone. That's where you took my phone. Woman! She's looking back and forth at me and the owner. The restaurant owner goes, Precoto. And she goes, oh, Precoto. And I was like, bitch, I just fucking said it. She unzips her bag. Boom. My fucking phone. How nice of you. You took it from the station so that, like, no one else stole it from me. She takes the phone out of her purse. Let's say this is a table, right? She was sitting here, like right here. I was standing at the edge of the table. She takes out the phone and she puts it on the opposite side of the table from where I am. And I'm like, oh shit. Like, I'm like literally about to reach for my water bottle and like bonk the shit. Is that assault? That's like totally assault and battery. I didn't do it, but like, then I was like, you have my phone. I have proof. I literally look at the restaurant owner. I was like, I literally have proof that that is my phone. It says I'm right on top of my phone. I think she was asking like, where did you find it? And I was like, Park Hotel, I said this so many times. And the restaurant owner was like,
There should be no problem here.
and then the woman like gives me back my phone. Holy shit.
Yeah, but I'm saying. You're fucking lying.
It was the biggest sigh of relief in my entire life.
I feel like I want to selfie with them. Did you get a no, if she, I thought she was gonna be like, well, like you left it, so I was literally about to be like, give it back.
I was about to like reach over the table.
No, seriously, I was like, why isn't she handing it back? No way we just did that.
Remember how the first woman that I went up to was like, I don't speak Italian? She then starts speaking Italian. What the f? There was so many sketchy things with these women. At the cafe they were at first, cafe owner, I told you, was making a scene. He was like, someone stole a phone. Like, he was saying it out loud. And I saw those two old women looking at the guy because they were like, oh, he's like so loud. And they made eye contact with me because I was at that cafe for 2 hours. So part of me wants to believe they didn't want to give this back. But like, girl, you are gonna die. We have one rule in the study abroad program, and our advisor said just don't get arrested. And I was like, bitch, I am breaking that rule and her skull.
Oh.
Can you call Luca? I need to call my mom.
Yeah, I'll call Luca.
Called my advisor. He was like, ah, cool, good for you. You were praying for my downfall. I know the last 2 videos have been me talking about problems recently, but I promise everything else that I've experienced so far has been fun.
Oh my iPhone 12. I fucking... Yeah, he did. Feels good. Thanks, guys. See you later, bye.
No, but just did a real Silencio Bruno moment.
When we walked past and saw that it was them, I was like, you're lying. No, not gonna lie though, my first thought when I saw that, I was like, oh, I could beat them up.
Me too. No?
I was like, easy fight. What are they gonna do? That guy was so hit me with their handbag. So I was like, we're all gonna be clutching our bags. Yeah, I already clutch my bag at all times. Can you imagine what I'm gonna be doing now? It's gonna be duct taped to my shit.
At the end of their trip, it's gonna be like indents on the side of your phone.
Damn, that girl, she gripped onto that shit.
Bro,
she
got
left
some
her
sweaty
mark.
fucking palms, bro.
No,
Dude,
no, you know what this is?
guilty.
She saw the message. She saw the message that I said with my old phone.
What the f? Happy first day of